I'm Sheila Yarbrough. I'm a business education teacher at Morris Innovative High School. This is my 3rd year to teach at Morris. I love it here. I have taught in another public school system, which was also great, but this is the greatest place on earth to teach. I was at Dalton Public Schools for 5 years at Westwood, and it was great. I was a parapro there. Then I went on to teach in business education and ESS and digital learning in Gordon County for 16 years. Then I'm back. This is my 3rd year at Morris, and it's absolutely the greatest place to teach. I have so much support from Miss Hunt, Miss Massengale, and the teachers here. We work together as a team, and that's what's so great about it. It's a joy to come to school every day to teach. I wanted to make a difference in children's lives. That was the main reason that I got into education. So I had one teacher in high school that was a business education teacher. She also was a sponsor of FBLA, which I'd never heard of what this is, Future Business Leaders of America. And she made me do a speech. And I said, I cannot do that. I will fall down, I will be so nervous, I will stutter. And I probably did, but she made me do it anyway. And it was an impromptu speech. And I went on and I told her, I said, even though I didn't do so well, I'm glad you made me do it, because later I felt like in life I realized if she hadn't made me do that, I might not have ever been a teacher. But I've always loved the interaction with the students, and I always feel like I have made a difference because of some of the stories that they tell me, or they'll come back. Sometimes you never hear those stories, but I haven't heard from the student in 12 years. He was a senior data analyst at a university in California. And I friended him, and I told him I was so proud of him for what he had accomplished. And he messaged me back, and he said, well, Ms. Yarbrough, he said, I had to show my wife your picture and tell her about my favorite teacher at school. He said, it was because of you that I wanted to major in business. You had inspired me to do that. And that brought tears to my eyes. I thought, you know, sometimes we never hear these stories, but they're there, they're listening, and they're watching what we do, and that's the reason that it makes it so much fun. I try to keep it alive and keep it engaging for them, and have some rigor in the classroom and out of the classroom. I like to have field trips, I like to have guest speakers, I like to have someone that they can associate with. And the best field trip that we have had is the city of Dalton. We go down and do the walking tour, and we have business interviews with the entrepreneurs, and they find out, since I teach entrepreneurship pathway, of course we want to find out why did they get into their business, and what were some of the pitfalls, what were some of their downfalls. Learn how to overcome those, but it's wonderful because the students are engaged and they like to have the interaction with the businesses. I think my legacy would be the same as what I would want my students to remember me as: someone loving, caring, and inspiring to be around, and positive, always positive, with a smile on my face. To be Teacher of the Year at Morris Innovative, it was a very humbling and honorable experience. I felt like there were so many great teachers that were nominated. I wanted to vote for everybody that was on there, because we do have wonderful teachers here. And like I said before, they all help each other, they support each other. If we have a need, we can just go to anyone. That is the great